Hey everyone and welcome. In this video, I'll walk you through the process of obtaining your OpenAI API key needed for Pulse AI to run smoothly, and also cover a little bit about OpenAI rate limit and tier system. So firstly, let's begin with generating your OpenAI key. So for that, we have to head over to platform.openai.com, which is right here. Okay, great. So once you are right over here, just come over here to your profile icon, then click on your profile, and then you're going to see this tab just by the side here. So we're going to have two levels of organization. So here we're going to have the organization level, and then we're going to have the project level, but we are more interested in the organizational level right here. So the next thing to do, just click on API keys. Let's wait for that to load. Great. So once we are here, just click on create new secret key. And then we're just going to give it a name. I'm just going to say Pulse. And then I'm just going to select the project. I'm just going to put it in the default project right here. And then for the permissions, I'm just going to leave it to all. And then click on create new secret key. Great. Now your API key has been created. So once it's created, you can immediately just click and copy that and then head over to the setup process for Pulse AI. And from there, just paste in your API key inside of there. So once you're done, just click on done. And that's it. It's been copied and created. Next, let's quickly dive into understanding the difference, what they mean, and which tier you should be on for Pulse AI to work properly within your account. So for these, I'm just going to quickly head over to the sidebar right here and just click on limits. Right over here into the limits section, you're going to see the free tier limits that we are currently on. So for the free tier, we actually do have 3 requests per minute, and we have about 200 requests per day. So before using Pulse AI, there is one important thing you need to understand: your OpenAI tier. So Pulse AI relies on your OpenAI API key to run all key processes inside of your account. That includes things like contact sentiments, account analysis, and much more. So all of that depends on how many requests your OpenAI account can make every minute. So let's think of it like this. Every time Pulse AI asks OpenAI a question or runs an analysis, that counts as 1 request. So if your account can only make a few requests per minute, Pulse AI might slow down, or you might get a couple of error messages related to your limit requests. So as you can see on this free account right here, we currently have only about 3 requests per minute, or generally about 200 requests per day, which is quite small for Pulse AI to be able to run. So we recommend you at least moving up to a tier 1 or a tier 2 account so you can be able to easily run Pulse AI without any major issues. So now you might be asking yourself, how do I actually move to, let's say, a tier 1 or tier 2 account? So right over here from this limit section, we're going to scroll just down, and right here, you're going to see the current tier you're in. So right here, it marks, hey, this account is on the free tier. And so there are a couple of criteria for you to move up to the next tier. So the first one is you have to start by upgrading your account to a paid OpenAI account, and then you need at least $5 spent on the API since an account creation. So for this, you can literally top something like $5 or $10, $15, $20, depending on you. Small amounts are okay. And immediately you're going to be moved over to the next tier, which is the tier 1. And then the tier 1 gives you about 500 requests per minute, which is much better than the free tier actually does offer you. So here, Pulse AI can run normally and handle a couple of requests, right? And if you move over to something like tier 2, which gives you about 5,000 requests per minute, then this is pretty ideal. Everything is going to run smoothly, fast, and without any delay, especially if you have a lot of contacts and a lot of data that has to be processed from your accounts. So how do you do that? Upgrading to a paid account is going to take you to the billing section right over here. And here you can top up a couple of bucks to be able to move over to maybe the tier 1 and then gradually maybe over to tier 2 later on. So now let me quickly show you an account that is, let's say, on the tier 2. So I'm just going to pull up a second account that I do have right here. Okay. So let's open platforms.openai.com. Let's let that load. Once this loads, come over right here to the profile, click on your profile, and then you're going to go down to limits. So right over here, I'm on a tier 2 account, and you can see right here, I do have higher requests per minute, which is about 3,000 requests per minute, which is pretty good to have smoothly run without any issues. So let's just scroll down right down here just so so you can see the rate limits guide by OpenAI. Let me just open it in the new tab right here. It's going to open here. Okay, great. So here we're going to have whole documentation that concerns limits about OpenAI, why they do have rate limits for different accounts and stuff like that. So let's just quickly scroll down, and you're going to see different tiers. So you're going to have the free one, you're going to have the tier 1, as we explained. You just have to top up your account to about $5, and then you're going to be moved over to the tier 1. And then you have the tier 2, which is you will have to at least have consumed about $50 so far. And your account is supposed to be at least 7 days plus old. And then you're going to be automatically moved to the tier 2. So you're going to have the different qualifications to gradually move up to the next tiers. But as I earlier mentioned, having a tier 1 is pretty okay. And tier 2 as well is pretty much good to be able to run Pulse AI without any limitations. And these values you see right here, $100, are not actually what you need to have, but these are just the usage limits that are per tiers, right? So if you're on a free tier, the usage limit you're going to have here per month is just going to be $100. And if you're on tier 2, the usage limit as well is going to be $100. This doesn't mean you need to have $100. So you're going to spend $500 or $1,000 or $5,000 or $200 a month. No, that doesn't mean that. These are just the limits you get per these tiers you are on right here. So tier 1 or tier 2 is pretty much fine to be able to run your Pulse AI analysis without any issues. So thank you for watching the video. I hope this actually helped you understand the different tiers and how to also create your OpenAI API key